You've been eating less and moving more for weeks. The scale barely budges. And somewhere in the back of your mind, a thought creeps in. Maybe your body is just broken. It isn't broken, but the strategy almost certainly is. Here's what most people believe about fat loss. Eat less, burn more, and the pounds come off. Simple maths. A calorie is a calorie. Cut enough of them, and your body has no choice but to shrink. It sounds logical. It's also missing about half the picture. Because your body isn't a calculator. It's a survival machine. And the moment you start eating significantly less, it starts fighting back. This response has a name. Scientists call it metabolic adaptation. When you drop your calories dramatically, your body reads that as a threat, not a choice. Your thyroid hormone output falls. Your non-exercise movement drops. You fidget less, you stand less, you move your hands less. Research published in the journal Obesity Reviews found that aggressive calorie restriction can reduce your total daily energy expenditure by up to 15%. Even after accounting for the weight you've already lost, your body becomes more efficient at running on less fuel, and suddenly, the deficit you created on day one is barely a deficit at all. Add to this the role of a hormone called leptin. Leptin is produced by your fat cells and acts as your body's fuel gauge. When fat stores drop, leptin levels fall. And low leptin signals the brain to ramp up hunger, slow down metabolism, and make food feel more rewarding. Dr. Jan Klimentidis at the University of Arizona has studied these feedback loops extensively, and what the data consistently shows is this. Fat loss triggers a biological hunger response that has nothing to do with willpower. You're not weak. You're hormonal, in the most scientific sense of that word. So what does actually work? The first shift is protein. Not moderate protein. High protein. Research from Dr. Donald Lehman at the University of Illinois shows that consuming 1.6 to 2.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight per day significantly preserves muscle mass during a calorie deficit. And that matters enormously because muscle tissue is metabolically expensive. It burns calories just by existing. Lose it, and your metabolism drops further. Keep it, and your body keeps burning. The second shift is resistance training. Cardio burns calories during the session. Strength training burns calories during and after through a process called excess post-exercise oxygen consumption, or EPOC. But more importantly, lifting weights sends a signal to your body. Keep this muscle. We need it. Without that signal, a calorie deficit targets muscle as readily as fat. The third shift is the deficit itself. A moderate deficit, around 300 to 500 calories below your maintenance level, is dramatically more sustainable than slashing your intake by 1,000 calories overnight. It's slower, but it doesn't trigger the same level of metabolic adaptation. Your hormones stay more stable. Your hunger stays more manageable, and you actually stay in the deficit instead of breaking it after 10 days. There's also the question of sleep. A study from the University of Chicago found that participants who slept only 5.5 hours per night lost 55% less fat and 60% more muscle, compared to those sleeping 8.5 hours, even on the same calorie intake. Poor sleep drives cortisol up, drives insulin sensitivity down, and makes everything harder. Here's the one thing you can do today. Before you cut a single calorie, add 30 to 40 grams of protein to your breakfast. Eggs, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, a protein shake. Your choice. Research shows that a high-protein breakfast reduces hunger hormones for the rest of the day and makes it significantly easier to stay in a natural deficit without forcing it. You haven't been eating less and moving more for weeks and failing because your body is broken. You've been running a strategy that your body is biologically designed to resist. Now you know what it actually responds to. The work is the same. The science just finally makes it work for you.